check out my foot chain. Is it lovely? I made that. And we are going to be testing it out on this flow. Cute! Welcome to another core flow. This is going to be a vinyasa style class, but I'm not going to be using my hands flat on the mat because of my wrist injury on the right. So I'm going to be using my fingertips or knuckles this way. You are welcome to join me if you like to also maybe strengthen your fingertips. But of course, if not, you're welcome to do your hands flat on the mat, the normal vinyasa sequence. So when you're ready, all you will need is yourself and your yoga mat, and let's begin. Alright, let's start by standing anywhere on your mat and have your hands out to your sides, and we're just going to start to rotate our torso or twist our body to the left and to the right. There's really no right or wrong here. You just want to twist your body like a screw as you breathe in and as you breathe out. All right, now let's shake that up and have your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, reach your hands up. Interlace your fingers as you reach the top, and exhale, you're going to bend to the right side. Ribcage drawing in. A few more breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Back to your center. Good. Shake it up. Let's do that on the other side. Breathe in, reach your hands up. And exhale, bend to the opposite side or direction. Stay here, tuck in your rib cage, meaning drawing in and bringing it down. So you're not puffing out your chest, you're not back bending. Strong core. 2, and 1, coming back onto your center. Now let's place our hands to our waist and let's rotate our neck to the left and to the right. Or if you like a full rotation, you can do that too. Making sure you're breathing. And I'm going to end in a full rotation to the left and to the right. You could do whatever you want to warm up your neck and your head. Good. And now looking down all the way. 5, 4, roll your shoulders back. 3, 2, and 1. Looking all the way up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now I want your hands to be placed behind your neck. So just very gently, okay? Have your hands maybe wider than your hips for better stability. And I want you to close your elbows. So draw them towards the midline. And you're going to roll yourself forward, kind of like a forward fold, but with a rounded back. And then sticking out your butt as you reach the halfway. Okay? And then all the way up, arching your back. Standing up. And then again, elbows towards the midline as you round your back, chin to clavicle, and rolling your spine halfway through. And then as you reach halfway, you're going to stick out your butt, opening the elbows wide, and then arching the back all the way up. Good. Now let's do this fluidly with your own breath rhythm, okay? And feel each vertebra as you move. I'll meet you all the way up. Good job. Now from here, we're going to bend, open your feet as wide as you can, and straighten your torso, strong core. You're going to bend to the right side, right elbow down. Good. And left elbow pointing up. Good. 3, breathe, 2, and 1, coming back to your center, and all the way, doing that on the other side. 3, 2, and long 1. Good. Back to your center. Whew, how's that feeling? Good. Now let's roll our shoulders back. You could maybe roll shoulders together, or if you want to do it my way, left and right, that's fine too, whatever you like. And then let's roll our shoulders forward this time. Right? Try to see if you could do right, left, alternately. It's a lot harder. Or you could do it both. Good. Now let's draw big circles with our arms. Lock your core so you're not puffing out your chest. Again, torso is straight. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. Good. Inner thighs are engaged now. Kneecaps lifting all the way up. And then we're going to reverse the rotation. Strong legs, so everything is working from your feet all the way up to your bum. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. Squeeze the glutes. Inner thighs are engaged. Doing it continuously with all those energy from your legs. Breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes. Don't release the glutes. Squeeze. Keep on squeezing. And release down. Good job. All right. Now, let's have our right knee next to your chest. And then you're going to open it up to the right. Okay? And then you could have the other hand to your waistline and continuing to just do this. We're going to warm up this way standing. So forward and to the right. Keeping your posture nice and straight. Good. Stay here on the side and then find your balance. Don't fall like me. And you're going to bring that right foot on top of your knee, inner thigh. As close to your pelvis as much as you can. Good. Now find your balance here. Hands forward, reaching all the way up towards the sky. Breathing in, lengthening your spine. Interlace your fingers or the Kali Mudra hands. Exhale. Relax your body, palms down to your heart space. Holding, finding your balance here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, drop the right foot down and let's do that on the other side. Left knee, send it towards your chest and compress your body and move it to the left. Swing to the left. Forward and left. You could have your right hand to your waistline. Breathe. Find your balance. And all the way to the left. Bring that foot all the way up, as close to, again, your pelvis. Send it to your inner thigh. Good. Reach all the way up. Inhale. Palms to touch. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, stretch up for your tree pose. Ribcage in, navel in, and exhale, palms down to your heart space. Good. We're going to find our balance and focusing here. Breathing in. Breathing out for 3 more. 2. And 1. Good job. Now all the way down. All right. Now let's flow it out. Okay, reach your hands all the way up and then dive all the way down, finding your first downward facing dog. Okay, so you could have your knees bent, one knee at a time, as you find your downward dog. So adjust yourself on the mat. And again, I'm going to be using my fingertips, so feel free to do whatever you want. Palms flat, fingertips, or your knuckles, okay? And then from here, we're going to continue to just pedal the feet to warm up some more. Bend your knees one at a time, or maybe you like it together, and then straighten. Bending both and straighten. Bend both, straight. Both knees bent and straight. Last one, bent and straight. Good job. Now from here, let's take our vinyasa, right? We're going to roll our shoulders to our high plank, okay? Now you're going to shift your weight forward. Shoulders are going to be past the wrist as you lower down to your chaturanga, upward facing dog. And you're going to come to your downward dog. Good job. All right, that's a good warm-up on that vinyasa. Now, from here, you're going to have your right leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Open it up. Point the toes first. Breathe in, breathe out, and then flex the foot. Good. Square your hips if you can. Good, and then you're going to open it up. Hip joints are stacked now. Good. Good, I'm still flexing my right foot. And then send it again up all the way, three-legged dog. Good. Send it in, knee to chest, lift it high. Hold it here, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down inside of your right hand, coming into your low lunge. So drop that back knee down and then still curled under behind your toes. And then you're going to come into your low lunge and then you're just going to shift back to your half splits. Okay, so we're going to do this repeatedly to warm up those legs. You could have your hands to your sides. Good. Okay. Now from your low lunge, you're going to lift the back knee up and then you're going to come to your pyramid shape. So straighten that front knee. Okay? And then we're going to mix it up. Okay? So coming into the high lunge, bend the front knee, drop the back knee down, and then half splits. Straighten the front knee. Flex the foot. Right foot. Good. And then coming to your low lunge again, bringing that back knee up, straightening that front knee, pyramid shape, and then flex that front foot. Good. Okay, so we're going to be doing that repeatedly, all right? You can do this at your own pace, or you could follow along with me. Coming to your high lunge, drop the back knee down, and then half splits. Flex the front foot. 2, 1. Shifting forward, low lunge, lifting that back knee up, and then pyramid shape. Good. Flex the front foot again. Breathe. Good job. Now again, high lunge, drop the back knee down. And this time, you're going to reach all the way up. Your hands, both. Breathe in, and you're going to back bend. Sink your hips now lower. Now hands down, and then I want your foot forward more. Scoot it. So you're kind of like you're not stacked anymore. So your front heel is now forward from the knee. Okay? And then sink your hips deeper. You're back bending now. Good. Now from here, have your hands to your sides and see if you could shift forward a little bit to lift that back foot up. Cool. Drop and then lift. Drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, and all the way down. You're going to step that right foot back, coming into your downward facing dog. Good job. All right. Let's flow it out. From here, you're going to shift your weight to your high plank. Good. Inhale as you shift your shoulders past your wrist. Exhale as you lower chaturanga. Inhale as you come to your up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. We're going to do everything what we did on the other side. Coming into your feet together. Left leg all the way up. Point the toes. Breathe in. And exhale. Good. Now flex the foot and open up the hip joints. Now bend the left knee. Stack your hip joints. Hips facing now the left side. Push yourself all the way up. Shoulders are elevating next to your ears. Good. Now stretch it all the way. Point the toes. Three-legged dog. And send it in. Knee to chest. Lift it high. Hold it here for a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to drop it inside of the left hand. Coming into your low lunge. Drop the back knee down. Curled toed under. Curled toes rather. And from here, we're going to try to do the other thing. But see if you could bring your hands to your knee this time instead of on the mat. Right? So this is going to be working more on your balance and your active flexibility as you shift your weight forward, slow and controlled, coming into your half split, straightening the front knee. Slowly. Good. Flex the front foot. Find your balance. You could even have your hands forward. See if you could challenge yourself. Good. And then coming in again to your low lunge. Beautiful job. Again, shift back and forward. Continuing to give or send your hands forward and working on squaring that hips. So you're not floppy or sloppy left and right? Making sure that your hip points both are facing forward, right? Continuing to do it. And flexing that front foot. So you could drop the heel and fully ground it to find that balance and strong legs. Good. Now all the way. And then dropping both of your hands down, lifting that back knee up. Beautiful job. And then straightening that front knee, coming into your pyramid shape. Okay, stay here. You could adjust yourself. Let's stretch first with that left foot down or flat on the mat. Front knee bends, drop the back knee down, and again, half splits. Flex the left foot. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the front knee, lift the back knee up, and pyramid shape. This time, flexing that left foot. Good. Stay here for a while. Breathing. Good. Now let's see if you could do this without the help of your hands. All right, you got this. You're going to bend your front knee coming into your low lunge and have your hands all the way up. Good. Now you could either stay here with your hands up or hands to your heart space in a prayer position. Or again, you could actually have your hands forward or cactus your arms next to you, to your sides. Okay, so let's try whatever variation you like. Let's see if we could straighten that front knee first. Good. Flex the foot. Maybe folding for a little bit. And then bending the front knee. Lifting that back knee up. Good. And then see if you could come to your pyramid shape this way. Good. Now it's going to be hard to flex that foot. So see if you could find your balance. And heel firmly down. Left heel. And lift the toes up. Hold it here. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot, still in that pyramid shape. And this time, you're going to send your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, and you're just going to have your index finger out as you extend that index pointing down. Elbows are straight up, and you're now back bending, looking up. Breathe. How is your breath? Stay here for a little bit more. Opening the shoulders. And coming to that straight torso. Hands are now untangled and you're going to bring it behind you still. Bend the elbows as you grab your elbows with each hand. Okay, so kind of like this shape. There. All right, now from here, have your hand really guide you as you support it behind your back. Okay, now from here, breathe in, think tall. And you're gonna exhale as you fold to your pyramid pose. So we're doing this pyramid shape in this variation. Find your balance. You could look on your big toe. Just one point, focusing here. You got this. Don't try not to shake as much as you can. Hold that pose. Strong legs. 3, 2, and 1. You're just going to bring your torso all the way up as you breathe in. And exhale, right foot steps forward. Good. Still in this hand placement position. And now you're going to send that left leg behind you in a pyramid shape. Same thing what we did earlier. But we're going to do this straightening that front knee, finding your pyramid shape. Adjust yourself. Breathe in, torso straight all the way up. And exhale, we're going to fold this way. Looking to your right big toe this time. And slowly folding your way down. No pushing, just to where you feel that stretch in your legs. Everything is shaking, but you got that. Good job. Stay here for a little bit more, finding your balance, working on your balance. Good job. Bend the front knee and you're gonna loosen the elbows and sending it all the way up. Breathe in, warrior one. Good job. Good. From here, you're gonna send your hands to your sides, facing now the left side. Warrior two, adjust that left foot. Good. Pivot it to wherever is comfortable. Right elbow drops down onto your thigh. Left hand sweeps up. Breathe in. Exhale. Hand over the head for your extended side angle. Breathe in. Exhale here. Good. Keeping this shape, you're going to try to straighten that front knee or the right knee slow and controlled. Keep your hands where it's exactly at and straighten the front knee slowly. Good. Whoo. Now dropping that right hand down and left hand all the way up. Good job. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bend the right knee and your hand is still down on the mat. You're gonna have that right shoulder lean to your inner thigh. Good. From here, left hand all the way up and you're gonna clasp or bring it behind your back. Try to see if you could touch your thigh and then right hand now will come to the right side of your foot and you're gonna bind, right? So you could either grab your wrist or your fingertips, whatever you can grab. If you cannot bind, that's fine. You could drop the right hand down and just stay wherever you are. If you can bind, you're gonna stay here, look down to your big toe, adjust yourself to where it's comfortable so you could straighten that front knee. I know your legs is burning, you got this. Straightening the front knee, hold 3, 2, 1. You're gonna come to your lizard lunge as you bend the right knee, drop your both hands down and lizard lunge, good. Have your right foot outside now of your mat. Good. You could either have it like this shape or like a half V shape as you drop your forearms down. Good. Shaking, huh? Whoo. Hold it for a little bit more. You could even wiggle your lizard lunge forward and back or rotating your hips. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. From here, drop your forearms firmly. You could clasp your fingertips or in a prayer position, whatever you feel good in your forearm plank. You're going to send the right leg back. Good. Welcome to your forearm plank and we're going to shift forward and back. Breathe. Okay, so now we're going to do forearm hold plank. All right, I want you to hollow your body and then you're going to send your hips down as you squeeze your butt cheeks together. Hold for 10, 9, 8, hollow, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to walk yourself towards your elbows. Slow and controlled as you have your head, your ears next to your arms now. Good. Finding your dolphin pose. Staying here for a little bit. Breathe. How's your right leg? Is it shaking? That's good. All right. Coming into your dolphin pose, try to see if you could ground your heels. If not, that's fine. Wherever you are, you're going to lift the left leg all the way up. Coming into your three-legged dolphin. Good. And send it all the way. We're doing a different approach. You're going to bend that left knee. Good. And see if you could lift your head up, right? Firmly, forearm down on the mat. So you're really strong here, right? Okay, so you're kind of like in a half scorpion shape. And then you're going to send your left knee straight again up to your three-legged dolphin. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Good. Now you're going to send that left knee to your chest. Good. Hold it. 3, 2, And 1, you're going to send that foot outside of your left hand, finding now your lizard lunge. Okay, adjust yourself. I'm going to have my right foot back more, and then dropping your forearms down on the ground. Again, you could have that foot in a half V-shaped position, diagonal shape, and you could lean forward and back here to help wiggle your body and maybe rotating your hip sockets or hips in a clockwise or counterclockwise rotation. Find what feels good to really just even out that feeling, okay? Now from here, we're gonna do the bind on this side. From here, coming into your hands now, all the way up. Beautiful job. And from here, adjust your left foot closer again, so your feet are on a hip distance apart, right? Okay, from left and right. Now from here, you're gonna send or pivot that back heel down. Beautiful job. And then finding your stability here as you find your Trikonasana, okay? So you're gonna send or straighten that left knee first with the help of your hand down on the mat. Good. Right hand sweeps all the way up. Breathe in, breathe out. You could either look up or on your sides. Just staying here, and we're gonna burn that left leg too. So hold this position. You could either flatten your left palm down. I encourage you to really bring it down so it's easier to bind, right? So if you're on your shin, I know it requires a lot of flexibility. So if you can reach it down, maybe widen your stance more with your legs so you can really flatten down, right? This is better for your bind. Hold it for a few more. Breathe. Just stay there. Breathe. I'm just gonna adjust my mic. All right. Now from your Trikonasana, you're gonna bend the front knee. Good. And hands over the head, kind of like a side angle, right? Extended side angle rather. And then hold, breathe, stretch your side body. Burning now, right? Right hand all the way behind your back. Good. And maybe you can now grab those left thighs, right? And then you can lean your left shoulder to the inside of your thigh or your knee, right? And left hand will now thread underneath you or that leg, and then try to clasp your fingertips or hold, grab the wrist, whichever wrist is fine. And then look down. Now this is really strong legs, right? You're gonna try to straighten the left knee as you continue to look down. For 3, breathe slowly, 2, and 1. Now from here, if that's too hard for you, you could drop the hands down, of course. But if you're up for that challenge, my legs are super shaking right now, and that's fine. I like my challenge. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the front knee. And drop the hand down, slippery mat, and then coming into our warrior 1. So adjust your feet and lift both hands up. Good job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Stay here for a little bit more, and then we're going to transition to our warrior 2. Breathe in, stretch, and then warrior 2. Now that we did it kind of like a reversed, right? Which is harder and easier. The first one is a lot easier, and then this kind of method wherein we started on Trikonasana is a lot harder, right? And it's a lot more challenging too, which is great. I like to notice those kind of things. Right, left palm up, breathe in as you shift forward, and then exhale as you reverse the warrior. Stay here, breathe here. You could have that right hand drop down to your, as close to your feet, depending on your flexibility, to fully stretch this side of the body, continuing to have a bend in that knee. Ooh, sweaty now. All right, different core strength. Woo! Straighten that front knee. And then, depending on you, wherever you are and with that back foot, you're gonna interlace your fingers behind you and index finger is out. Okay, breathe in, think tall. And exhale, you're gonna fold this way, kind of like on a diagonal angle. Keeping that both legs straight. I know your legs are burning and shaking, huh? That's good. All right, now release as you come up, slow and controlled, finding your goddess pose. Adjust your feet, adjust your legs, bend your knees, and have your arms cactus shape, right? Bend your elbows. And then we're gonna pulse. So tuck your rib cage, navel in, strong core, and we're gonna do some baby pulses. Engage your core. Good. Burning some more. All right. Now this is going to be a lot easier to do this Skandasana, okay? As wide as you can. Come up all the way. Stretch your knees. Breathe in. And exhale, we're going to bend the right knee, finding your Skandasana, hands to your heart space. Good. Right. From your Skandasana here, I want you to have your hands forward. And then right palm up from the left. Stack your eye of your elbow. We're going to find our eagle hands, right? So from here, stacking both, right? Just in case it's your first time, you can intertwine your arms, palms to touch. Good. Stay here. Breathe in and then breathe out as you kind of fold. Right knee is out. So you're feeling this in the inner crease of your thigh. Good. Now from upward motion or upward direction, have that left heel really grounded as you come all the way up, all the way from your core and your legs. Good. Now ground the left foot and we're going to transition to Skandasana on the left side. Good job. Release the bind. Stretch it. Whoo. Breathe in. Reach up. Exhale, palms forward. Good. And now we're going to stack it on the other side. This time, left hand up. Stack the eye of your elbow. Intertwine your arms. Palms to touch. Breathe in. And exhale, fold. Breathe in and fold. Let's do this more. Last one. Breathe in. And fold all the way. You're just gonna sit on your bum. Beautiful job. Extend the left leg forward. Coming to your Dandasana, your L-shaped position. And reach all the way up. Breathe in and exhale to fold. Good. Find your fold. Open your butt cheeks to the left and to the right. Ooh, yeah. Now your pelvis is very grounded. Stay here and we're going to rest for a little bit and we're going to do a little bit of a core work. Okie dokie, coming all the way up and we're going to start by bend your knees and scoot your hips more to the forward and dropping the forearms down. So you just adjust yourself on the mat, coming into this forearm shape, and I want your elbows as stacked as possible to your shoulders. Okay? Spread your fingers wide, and from here you're gonna tuck your knee to your chest, kind of like kissing now your knee, right? And I want you to really round your back. And you're going to keep this rounded back position as you straighten right leg. Straighten and then try to see as straight as possible, keeping that right leg hovered. You're holding this for 10. Energy from your core. 9, 8, point the toes. 7, 6, 5. Left knee is close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to send it in again. Hug your knees or kiss your knees. We're going to rest here for a little bit and we're going to do that on the left leg. When you're ready, breathe in. Exhale, stretch that left knee. Hold it, point the toes as low as possible, keeping it hovered. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, compress your body. 4, 3, 2, And 1, send it in again. Kiss your knees for a little break. And this time, let's wiggle our toes. Okay, and then we're gonna point the toes as we're gonna do switches. Okay, same thing what we did, but we're gonna switch. Right knee first, and then the left. Okay, let's continue to do this. You could do this at your own pace. And as you bend the knee, I want you to focus on that half compression of your body, right? Really send it in, compress. Straighten the other leg, good. I just like to breathe here normally, but find your best breath. Other people like it to exhale. Exhale, you could do that too. Right? So if you want to do that, feel free to do that Pilates style. Sometimes I like to kind of breathe long. Exhale. And then how many switches I could do with that long breath, right? So depending on you, I like to play with my breath a lot when I flow. Continue to do it, kind of like you're almost like bicycling, right? Right, good. I love this way of strengthening the core. Not too hard for me. All right. Send it in, hug it, and wiggle your feet. How is that for you? Good. All right, this time, you're just going to send your feet down and you're going to find your kind of like a reverse tabletop, but on the forearms. Okay? You're going to send your hips up. And then from here, I want you to kind of focus on squeezing your glutes, and then your inner thighs are drawing towards each other. Inner thighs are engaged, and as you notice that your lower body is engaged, inner thighs and glutes, your core is also very much engaged, right? So everything is working here, holding this position. Breathe. 5, 4, squeeze everything. 3, 2, squeeze, and 1, good. You should feel that in your glutes. All right, extend your legs now. And then from here, this is our last one from this shape, okay? This is gonna be maybe a little bit harder to some. Let's see, right? I want you to draw your elbows as close towards the midline as possible. And then you're gonna point your toes and adjust yourself here. As you lift your bum up, I want you to have that strong core. Everything is engaged with the glutes to the thighs and your core. Navel towards the spine, holding this for 10. 9, breathe. 8, 7, point the toes. 6, lift. 5, squeeze. 4, I know it's raining. 3, 2, woo, and 1. Drop it down. Ooh, my foot is cramping. Shake it up. Ooh, how is that? All right. Now we're gonna drive our body all the way down or lay down on your mat. Ooh, how is that, right? It's nice to get that shoulder too, because typically we're always rounded, right? We're just resting here while I'm talking. So now opening that kind of sensation feels really good and probably might get sore tomorrow. All right, from your supine position, let's hug your knees and then open your feet. Let's take our happy baby pose for now. And then let's wiggle or rock your happy baby pose left and right. And then let's massage really the spine. Feel that. Love this. Okay, from here, I want you to straighten your knees. I'm grabbing now my heels, depending if you could grab it or not. So whatever you can grab, maybe the backs of your ankles or your legs, wherever you are. From your opening, right, maybe now your feet or toes are touching the ground. If not, if you're way up higher, that's fine, right? This is a great way to kind of open up your groin area because the gravity is just like letting it do the work, right? Stay there. Ooh. Now from here, you're gonna send your feet together, point the toes, and then hug your backs of your legs. Kind of like a fold in a supine position. Point the toes. Good. And now you're gonna send left leg hug your right leg with your hands, send it down, okay? There's gonna be a lot of core work here now at the end. This is where we do our core. We're just holding this position, but then after we're gonna do the switch sides, right? Now it depends. If you're way up higher here, that's fine. Making sure that your left heel is keeping hovered from the mat. You're not dropping, you're not resting. Everything is working in your legs. But if you can open the right leg, this one, right? Open it up to the right side, kind of like you're doing a splits here. Then you can do that. See how that feels for you. We're just stretching some more and then we're gonna do the switches later, okay? Hold it for a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Send it both again towards your head. And then doing that on the other side. Hug the left leg with your hands. As you drop that right leg, straighten it. As you drop it slowly, so you're not rushing. Good. And then keeping that heel hovered. You could either, again, stay here or opening that left leg to the left side. Find what works best. Don't let that right foot drop. Point both of your toes. Energy from every part of your leg. Core is also engaged. The core is what's keeping that leg lifted up, right? You could even lift your head up. So whatever you feel good here to engage your core muscles, that's of course going to be a lot harder too. You could send it back and lift it up, and then rest, and then lift, right? Hold it for a few more. I know it is raining. Lots of leg work. Love this. Leg and core, and send it both back towards your head again. Whew, like a plow pose almost, but really a supine fold. Stay here. And then we're gonna do switches, okay? So for this assignment or this drill, you could either have your head down, okay? This is gonna be the easier version or variation, but if you're up for that challenge and you really wanna work your core, you could lift your head up, kind of like what I'm doing now. Have your hands to your sides, palms facing up, and then let them float. So don't drop, right? Making sure that you're kind of pulling forward to keep your head up, right? So now, like my scapula is lifted. Now you're gonna drop one leg, keeping it hovered, and then the other, straight legs. Kind of like doing scissors now. You can breathe normally, or again, the Pilates breath, whatever you like. Find your own breath. I always encourage that because we're all different. I notice for chronic people, it is hard to do the breath work like a Pilates style, at least for me. I like my own breath rhythm. I like long breaths. I like long holds. And then really pressing your lumbar on the mat, right? So making sure there's no air gap. You really want to press it. So if that helps that you touch your hand to your core, it's a great core work. If you get tired, you could lift or you can drop your head. Continuing to do it. Whew, for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Whew, I like to send my knee to my chest. Whew, and then we're gonna do plow pose. We're not done. We're gonna do forearm planks, okay? Forearm side planks. But first, let's do the plow. Have your knees again straight, like a fold. Send it all the way to your head, and then have your hands flat, palms down. Good. From here, you could either send it behind your bum, or if you know how to do the plow pose, you could just go ahead and do your plow. Good. You could either stay here, hands flat on the mat, or you could interlace them if you like. And then maybe this way you could lift your hips up some more. And then maybe your feet are now touching the ground behind you. We're staying here and breathing. With each breath, you could continue to lift your hips up with the help of your hand. And Maybe you can now bend your knees and splay it out to the side of your head, left and right, right? See how that feels for you. This is going to depending on the length of our bone structure, right? Some can touch the ground with the knees, depending on also how flexible you are. Good. Now all the way. If you can get onto your straight legs with your plow, with this kind of shape with your hand be supporting your back or your bum, let's do this and hold, point the toes, lift it all the way up. Shoulder stand now for 10, 9 point. Everything is engaged. 8, 7, 6. Lift, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You could either rest, or if you're up for that challenge, let's do the lotus. So I'm going to fold my right leg and send it on top of my left thigh. And then left toe is pointing, finding your balance as you find your lotus pose. You're going to cross it on top of your other inner thighs. And then you could play with your shape. I like to see if I could lift really my knees pointing up towards the sky. This requires a lot of hip flexibility or mobility, right? It's opening up the hips. Or if you're up for that challenge, you could drop it and fold, and maybe you could grab your knees if that feels good for you. I don't like to do that, so I'm just gonna do this. And we're holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can come out of your lotus however you desire. And then we're gonna point the toes. So you could drop your hands depending on you. I'm gonna show you how I like to do my back bend in this position, right? So notice how I kind of drop with my hands behind my back, right? You could either just pick yourself back up if you like. And then I like to grab my waist this way and then touching my rib cage, pushing it in. I like to feel my body. If you like to do that, you can do that. Coming onto your tippy toes now. My glutes are squeezing together. The butt cheeks is squeezing, and then you could support yourself or your bum, upper bum from your thumb, and then try to drop that bum. So you're kind of like forming this alien shape. You could either have your feet together, and then drop the bum, alien back bend, and then lift the bum, kind of like a bridge pose, and drop the bum. Good. Alien back bend, lift it up, bridge, glutes squeezing together, and then drop the bum, alien back bend. Hold 5, 4, 3, drop the bum, 2, and 1. That's a great back bend. And now we're gonna do or counteract that with a forearm side plank. Okay. Coming into your forearm side plank onto your side, and then left forearm drops down. So I like this facing this parallel of the top of the mat, either whichever you like, right? You could have it diagonal, whatever you feel that is supported, coming into your forearm side plank now. So find your forearm side plank, okay, adjust yourself. For an easier variation, have that top foot in front. So it's not at the back, making sure it's front so that you can stack the hip joints, okay? If you're up for that challenge, you can stack your feet. And I'm gonna stack my feet because I really wanna work on my core, right? So really kind of work on that core, feel it engage, right? And have your hand support you, either support you here, or I'm gonna put it behind my back or neck for a deeper challenge. Okay, from here, we're gonna descend 3-second count. 3, 2, 1, and lift up, ascend is fast. Again, 3, 2, 1, lift up. Good. 3, 2, 1, lift up. 3, 2, 1. Everything is burning for my core now. You can do this at your own pace. And last one for me, 3, 2, 1, drop it all the way down, and we're gonna switch sides, okay? So right forearm down. You could do this over and over. For me, I like quality over quantity. So I'm just resting for a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. All right. Again, finding your forearm plank. You could have that left foot forward for an easier variation, or stacking. When you're ready, We're gonna descend into the count of 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. 3, 2, 1. Energy from the core up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. Last one. 3, 2. Hold. 1. And coming to our forearm plank. This is gonna be a rest. Protract your shoulder blades, hollow your body, squeeze the butt cheeks down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Everything is strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming onto our knees now and take a child's pose to rest for a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's take a deep breath in again, one more time. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Okay, now let's take a little bit of a back bend. Have your knees sit on your heels, Vajrasana, and then we're gonna take our camel pose. Cup your heels with your hand, however you wanna do your camel. And then you're gonna lift your hips all the way up, and then all the way forward and up, finding your camel pose. Suck your navel towards your spine. Look up, breathe in, breathe out. Stay here, opening the chest. If you're up for a little bit of a challenge, you could come onto a deeper back bend, grabbing your front thighs with your hands, and then dropping your head down. This is a little bit of an advanced variation. If you're up to drop the head, finding your strength here, holding, and sitting back up, coming to your seated heels or Vajrasana. Taking the time to get that blood flow down. You feel that rush, right? Okay, for our last one, before we end, we're gonna do our supine again. So coming onto your supine position, lay on your backs, and then it's like a twist supine, right? Have your right foot next to your head and left leg down. Okay? You're gonna cross the right foot. So grab your right foot with the left hand, and opposite direction, you're gonna cross it to the left side, right? And then you're gonna bend the knee, and then you're gonna do that on the other leg. Bend both knees. See if you could grab the heel with the other leg. If not, that's fine. So grab the knee with the left hand and then twisting this way. Okay? I'm just showing you this because we're gonna do it a little bit faster, kind of like a scissors. From here, you're gonna straighten that right leg all the way towards your face. As you send it all the way, opening, both now legs are straight, and then you're kind of doing an LSE, right? And then doing this on the other side. Left leg now is crossing to the right side. You could bend the left knee and then drop it down, and then bend the right knee too and cross it. Twist. Good. Whew. Popping of the bones. Good. We're just saying for a little bit, and we're going to do that again. Again, straighten. You could have your hands to your sides and then just work on your legs. Straighten both legs, and you're going to send that left leg towards your head. As you rotate the other leg opposite direction, and then doing that again, bending both knees, dropping and twisting. Boom. Good job. Whew. Feels good. At least for me, it feels good. I know that's good for your spine. All right, straighten both knee as you draw the LSE, right? And then opposite direction, and then doing that again. Whew. Nice. Good. All right. That's just a fun way to kind of twist for me. Whoop. And then the other side. You could do it over and over at your own pace. Just a fun sequence to try. And then again. Nice. All right. Then hug your knees. lift your head up. Let's stretch our cervical spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend your legs out and lay on your mat. We're ending in Shavasana. That was very tiring. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out if you want. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me in that full body workout. I hope you enjoyed that core work, forearm plank, and all those strengthening with the legs, and a little bit of a back bend. And make sure that before you leave, you know what to do. If you're always here, leave this video a thumbs up because you're probably sweating right now. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here or if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on my next class. Bye! Hello!